Alright, so I'm going to actually play for a little bit, like the last little bit of the game, and I actually got myself a couple achievements that well, I basically could have shown you guys, but I didn't really like the rest of basically what I was basically recording and how I basically recorded, so I decided basically to restart. So you're basically not going to see me show off basically a couple achievements that I was basically going to go show you. Basically the I and 8 achievement as well as push the fat guy, but whatever. I am going to show off the achievement where I basically saved Dal and no one else, so that's just what I'm going to do. Loading, 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 just waiting for it to load. There is an achievement besides the one I'm going for that I can show off as well, by the way, but anyhow. So yeah, note that basically at this point we've stripped Dal of his memories of his mission and stuff like that. So I don't really need Igwe anymore.
I can only assume you had a good reason for that. Makes no difference to me, as long as I'm still flying the shuttle. I'll meet you there.
See, I'm just gonna basically kill off Igwe, so if I basically deal with him. Alright, so let's get down to the Arboretum. So do. Go in here. Go to the Arboretum. So yeah, at this point, basically the final thing we have to do is meet Alex and give him basically have a little chat with him. And then we're basically into the endgame structure, so to speak, the final sequence, so to speak, of the game. Here we go. Final sequence of the game, here we go. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to quickly go over to Basically recycle the stuff I basically have in my inventory. That can all go in here, this can go in here. Yeah, I know by the way it's basically, you know, broken military operators, so they're still around, but whatever. Next thing I'm gonna do is gonna build like a few, like, you know, extra ammo just in case I need it. I probably don't need the ammo, but you know, it's good just in case, so we'll just get it. There's enough bolts for a little bit. We'll get some batteries.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact system alert. Repairs needed.
And here we go. I'll note at this point it's probably a good idea to basically get out the second propulsion so I can basically get the Alex a bit easier. Here we are up here. That's still locked up apparently, so let's go this way. And here we go.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it.
Now, no bother, if you don't take this, the boss sequence is gonna, like, you know, happen regardless, so we're just gonna wait here until, like, you know, it happens, so to speak.
Why won't you take... What? Morgan!
So here is the boss. Now, no bother is basically a objective based to save Alex before he dies if you basically want to do. I'll set this right now so it basically happens. Alright, so yeah. Basically, this is a boss sequence. And just like this little hovel where, like, you know, basically Alex is like holding up. Now, a note by the way, initially, like, you know, I came down here before, like, you know, I took the iron key because I thought, like, you know, well, whatever. The boss won't start right away, will it? And it started basically right away, so, whoops. But anyhow, here's basically, like, you know, where he's basically holed up in here. He's been, like, you know, watching us from, like, this area right here. Basically, you can see, like, all the cameras, so all the different places we've basically been to. Alright, enough of this, basically. Let's just, like, you know, grab the, like, you know, transcribe here.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods, the risk is substantial. But if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So, you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Yeah, it was like our last transcribe before, like, you know, we basically, like, you know, basically went into the tests. So here's, like, the modified null wave in Coral. Basically, it's going to do, like, a massive scale psychoshock. That's what they want us to basically do. Morgan doesn't know. Alright, here's like the transcribe on Alex here.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down, but you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
So yeah, basically, like, you know, that's the last bit of, like, you know, transcribes basically like you see in this game. Now, you could save, like, Alex here, by the way, by, like, you know, locking him in here. But we're just gonna kill him. And yeah, he's got a lot of HP because he's just, you know, a giant tub of lard. And there we go. We killed Alex. Might as well take that. Although, by the way, there's like really no reason for me to kill, like, you know, Alex, because, well, essentially, like, you know, I've already gotten the achievement for, like, I and It, so that doesn't really do anything, and I already got the push the fat guy achievement as well. Those were like achievements for killing Alex. But whatever. So here's like the Apex Typhon. It's the like, you know, end boss basically of like this game.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
I'll note that it's like, you know, mission life is basically have like these tendrils so they pop out. And basically devour everything in their path.
Research complete.
What the heck happened there? Huh, my Psi's dead. Maybe it drains my Psi basically looking at that thing. Let's not get ourselves killed, I guess, so ow, ow, ow. Let's get the Arboretum here. See, I'll note that's basically the boss, like the, you know, the final sequence of this game. Essentially, it says the giant tentacle monster, like, you know, sends its tentacles in to try and, like, you know, stop you and, like, devour everything else in its path. A very menacing thing, basically, for sure. It's actually not that difficult to deal with. You just have to watch out for its tentacles that are, like, everywhere.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
They'll note that basically like this monster's like everywhere in the station, so wherever you look, you'll basically see like this like, you know, giant monster engulfing the station. Now, there's a couple reasons for me basically coming back up here. First, I gotta go to the fabricator, or recycler, I guess, like to drop off the stuff I don't need in here. And next thing I have to do is basically go over to, like, you know, the fabricator to make the armor key. So, here's Alex's armor key. Alright, there's that. And here's like Morgan's arm and key basically to blow up the station. Now, I basically have all I need basically to blow up the station, but there's one last thing I basically want to do. Basically, if you kill January, you'll basically get suicide by proxy, so I just wanted to basically do that.
Submitted.
Alright, so at this point... I just want to get some, like, you know, side back, I guess. So let's do that. Oh, they're just being getting injured very stupidly, but whatever. Yeah, I know this thing can reach really far to tentacles, so that's watch out for him, but whatever. Let's just heal up a little bit. Use a suit repair kit.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
I don't know why there's like really no point to like, you know, scanning like the the tendrils, but whatever. This tends to happen a lot. Basically, you try to scan these and like they're
Scan complete. More specimens required.
you know, constantly like, you know, disappearing and reappearing.
Research complete.
There we go. Basically, like there's the research on the tendrils done. Now, no, boy, I can't go outside anymore to like, you know, basically go out in space because basically that thing's like out there. So we have to basically do everything inside now. We're gonna head down to life support and we're basically gonna make our way down to like the power plant. Basically, like, to like, you know, blow up the station, you have to take like both the fabrication keys down to like the power plant to access the self-destruct controls. So that's what we're gonna basically do right now.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert.
Alright, so I've basically done like all the boring bits of like this episode, I guess we'll say. Now we're gonna get into like the real like, you know, fun part where we're basically, you know, slowly but surely make our way all the way down to the end. There's gonna be a lot of Typhon to go through, but whatever. This is par for the course. Huh, they can go in there apparently. Go up to medical operator. Interesting. Oh, I know all the warnings basically on like the security thing here, because like, you know, warning, 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 warning. Hull integrity failure. You know, I really should be using the golden pistol, so let's just, you know, pull this thing out. Now, I note that the golden pistol, I actually learned something very interesting about it. It doesn't have a whole lot of durability on it, so this thing will actually, like, you know, tend to be destroyed really fast if you're not careful. So there's a poltergeist down here somewhere. Hopefully it's attracting it. Yep, I think I killed the poltergeist pretty fast. Should be some enemies down here as well to deal with, but whatever. Yeah, don't buy like the escape pods. Can't go this way. Let's get rid of those flames there. Yeah, I keep going back to equip the pistol because, you know. Why else just like take that out? Is there anything I can basically throw around here? Like the storage room real quick. This'll work. More tunnels basically come around right here. Whoa! I don't know if the tunnels don't exactly like, you know, kill you or anything, but you know, this is very annoying because they hurt you a lot. Alright, to the power plant. This is actually not as rough as I figured it would be, but whatever. It will get a little bit rougher here because I'm basically going to have to like creep by those phantoms basically in like the life support area that like, you know, has like the gas leaking out, the explosive gas. You know, I never actually did this, let's just do it right now. So the apex tendril. No entries found. A tiny part of the apex intent on devouring everything in its path. Attracted to movement, no way to permanently kill these. Use null wave or cube to bleed them back. Because, like, you know, you can't kill them. But whatever.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
I forgot, by the way. Explodes. I'll note that first, like, this area I'm going to have to use, like, a wrench or, like, the glue gun, so... We'll just get these out, I guess.
Requesting new operator.
Probably can use these guys to, like, you know, get operators if you need to.
Transtar Cobalt 410 Engineering Class Operator.
Inspector, your suit's leaking. I'll match that for you.
Alright, let's just do it without dying.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
Basically do that, basically keep them from killing me.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected.
I know the goal is not to kill everything in there, it's just to run away from stuff, so...
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
Where is the medical operator? But yeah, no, but if you look over here, it's basically blocked because, like, you know, there's a giant, like, you know, alien basically, like, you know, blocking everything.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Alright, let's just get down to, like, the armor key stuff. So down here we go. Now this is gonna suck anyway, so you have to do parkour again, but oh well. Here's the reactor. Everything is basically in the reactor. I did that wrong. Do you have to go here? Hit the button. So down here is basically where we find basically the armor code stuff. So, arming key 1. Arming key 2. Activate 1. Activate 2.
You'd better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
Alright, so the self-destruct has been triggered. Now I have to go to the bridge and, like, you know, set it off. And of course, this is like the sucky part because I basically have to climb up these damn stairs, or, like, you know, the power plant itself is to get where I need to go. So yeah, fun times I had right here. Parkour, here we go. Ow, ow, ow. This is where the Apex is gonna get annoying because, like, you know, it's gonna be, like, you know, constantly, like, you know, bashing me to basically try and, like, get out here. But whatever. I don't think I went up high enough, but whatever. Is it still high enough to get over here? Do. Jumping puzzles. Here's the stairs. Back up the stairs. Now, no bother if you didn't kill the, like, you know, technopaths like I did, like, earlier on. You'd have to fight them, but, you know, because I killed them, I didn't have to fight them, which is nice. Get back up here.
Please contact a qualified engineer.
I also see if I make myself a new medical operator, because this is kind of stupid that, like, you know,
Requesting new operator.
I'm trying to search for one of this, like, you know, is around, we can make more.
System alert. Repairs needed. Hello, please contact a qualified engineer. Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Please, hold still. This will only take a moment.
Right then, let's just keep going.
Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all...
Alright, so there we go. I got through that area easily enough.
Requesting new operator.
Let's repair my suit a little bit.
TranStar Colt 410 engineering class operator. Ready for deploy. Please stand.
Alright, now I just have to get back to the bridge. I'll note that the bridge basically define like, you know, area to basically go to, and then you like get to like the like, you know, the very like ending basically like sequence, so to speak. Which here like is going to be a cinematic for like, you know, the like, you know, not with like, you know, transfer if you basically went that route, or like, you know, blowing up a station, which is like the route I'm basically going for. So up to the bridge, basically back up there. This way I go. Looks like that respawn, which is nice. Through the lobby I go now. Alright, now we go up to the Arboretum. Cue the elevator music, which is slowly like, you know, rise up and up and up. And here we are. Now, I think I'm probably going to save it here, by the way. Just because, like, the ending sequence itself is kind of like, you know... How can I put this? The ending sequence for this game is a little bit long. Basically, it's like, you know, an unskippable credits basic sequence right after, like, you know, like, beat the cinematic, so... We're gonna, like, you know, leave that to, like, its own episode.
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar. To protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
This thing's still over here, but whatever. We're just gonna zap that. And here's the bridge. Alright, well, I'll basically see you in like the very next episode where we're basically going through the credits and stuff like that. There's a little bit besides the credits as well, by the way, but I still think it's probably best if we just save it here. Alright, basically you go up here, basically do everything, so
Operator approach.
basically here's where we initiate the Talos destruct, basically right here. But that'll be for next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this time, and take care.